So after seeing this afternoon the ABC report and the White Rose Society posts regarding the doxing of some of the Sydney boys, I want people to keep in mind that there is sacrifice that is needed for this cause, and that everyone's got to pay their dues in one way or the other. Being doxed initially is quite difficult, it's quite disheartening. Personally, I thought it was quite bizarre. I was quite naive to the whole process. I thought to myself, what do these people have? You know, what are they interested in doing this process for? Haven't they got better things to do? And after a while I realized that they don't. They literally don't have anything better to do. These people, their sole aim is in destroying any national revival of the spirit of this people, of this country. And, you know, they hate us. They hate us more than pedophiles. If they could, you know, choose between living next to someone that loved their culture and their heritage, their nation, and happened to be white in that process, and they had the choice between living next to that person or a pedophile, every time they would pick the pedophile. We have to remember what we stand for, that we're not just nationalists or Christians or pagans or ethno-nationalists or fascists or national socialists or whatever it is. We stand for natural order. Our struggle on this planet is natural order. Any word or phrase or term or ideology or philosophy that we use to describe this natural order is only doing that. It is only describing something that we all believe inside us. That is, there is a presence, a higher power, a higher purpose, and that it must align with nature, and that our behavior at every level, social, political, economic, it must align with nature. And if we fight against this order, we will certainly lose. Now, the current system that we are in unfortunate servitude of is the antithesis to natural order. Everything that is unnatural is good, and everything that is natural is bad. And we must continue our path no matter what personal sacrifice. I mean, what is at the end of the day a career? What is at the end of the day a few shekels, if not for the purpose of raising a family and providing for that family and a community? And if doxing is something that is intended to economically and socially asphyxiate this process, well, let's have a community that does not rely on the social or economic gratitude of the abnormal and broken society. Those that were doxed today right now are probably suffering. They're probably feeling pretty shitty and probably thinking of ways as to how to overcome this. And what you'll find in time is that doxing is actually liberating, and it's a liberation of your soul. You are no longer invested in this system, and you are wholly invested in the creation of something new. And I'm not saying this as a threat or as something to discourage those that currently haven't been doxed, but one day, I hope, except for extreme circumstance, a small minority, but one day I will make sure that we're all doxed. And again, I don't want that taken out of context, but one day we will be so powerful, we will be so confident in what we're doing, we can hand deliver all of our names and all of our addresses to the media and say that we stand by our views for an Anglo-European community within this country, and the perseverance of this community, and the creation of something greater out of this community model. And that they can dox us all they want. They have no power anymore. The only power they have right now is the power we give them, because we subscribe to their system. but not forever. And I want everyone to keep that in mind, that this suffering is only temporary and it is for the greater good.